Bildiğiniz üzere ben Boston Üniversitesi'nde eğitim ve müfredat üzerine yüksek lisans yapıyorum ve sınıf arkadaşlarım da benim haricimde hepsi Amerika'da eğitimciler. Ders esnasında bir tane arkadaşımın ders verdiği okulda din kültürü tarzında böyle bir ders verdiğini duydum. Ve din kültüründe de sıra sıra bütün dinleri işliyordu. Ben de dedim ki eğer istersen bir Müslüman olarak ben de senin derslerinden birisinde öğrencilerinle buluşabilir. Onların İslam'la ilgili merak ettiklerini herhangi bir şey olabilir sorularını yanıtlayabilirim. Arkadaşım da kendi öğrencilerine böyle bu imkanı sundu ve onlar da birçok sorular sordular. Ben bugün soruları buraya getirip topladım. Az sonra videoya geçeceğim kısım Amerika'daki öğrencilerin de izleyeceği kısım. O yüzden biz İngilizce konuşacağız. Şimdi başlayalım. May peace and blessings be upon you. Hi guys, how are you doing? It is Abdullah and
Emre.
Actually, you asked me all these questions and just in seconds I'm going to answer them all. But also, however, I thought that maybe it is going to be a good idea to invite one of my students and share both Muslims' experiences instead of one. So I invited Bilal Emre here today and he's going to help me to answer the questions as well. And before starting, I actually want to say that you have a great teacher. Patricia works both hard in the class and in the school. So you are very lucky guys. Let's start. What is your favorite thing to do for fun?
For fun? Well, I love listening to classical music. Whenever I have free time, I just open classical music and I enjoy listening to it a lot.
You also play piano, right?
I do, yeah. I like this. As much as I like listening, I also enjoy playing and composing.
I'm gonna also put a little bit video clip. Then you can see right now in the video. We used to have a recital in the last night, and I think it's a difficult question for me since there are lots of things that I like to do for fun, and I'm just thinking loud. I like traveling, but not by myself, together with my students. I like playing multiplayer games, as you might assume. You need multiplayers, so again, I like to do it with my students. I like also ottoman archery, since I've been practicing this almost 6 years. Apart from these, I'm a combat wrestling coach, and in the evenings we have classes on combat wrestling, and I'm also training with my students. So I think in the week it is the activity that I like to do in the evenings. Next question: what is like to be a Muslim in Turkey?
Wow, that's a great question, by the way. To answer that question, well, I want to say it's actually great, because as a Muslim, we pray 5 times a day, and having a place to pray, that sense of community, it really helps a lot. Especially back when I was in America, there were so many few masjids, but now here in Turkey there are a lot of masjids, so it really helps that it helps form that sense of community.
Yeah, in every corner you can find a mosque or masjid, so it is easy to pray, especially we have a duty to pray 5 times a day. Living in Turkey is like, if you ever seen Europe, it is like really similar to Europe in terms of modernity, in terms of transportation, and maybe Europe is a little bit more beautiful than the Turkey in terms of structure and architecture. However, it is, mostly similar to Europe. But being a Muslim in Turkey is like being a Muslim in America to some extent.
Yeah.
But on the other side, finding an easy masjid spot is a good opportunity for us, I think, here.
Yeah, it really helps a lot.
Okay, next question. What is your daily life in Turkey?
Well, as a Muslim, we have to pray 5 times a day. These 5 prayers are scattered out throughout the day. So one of them is in the early hours of the morning, while the other is in the middle and towards the night. It's all spread out. Being a Muslim, I have to pray all 5 of these. So I wake up early, around 5 during these times, and then I pray, and after that, I live my life just like everyone else.
It's really hard days for me, especially in this term, because since the Boston hours or the time span is different than Turkey, I wake up around 2 or 3 a.m. Most of the days in the weekdays, so it makes really hard my life. And as Bilal Emre said, there's this prayer time in the early morning, so I used to wake up around 5 p.m., but now I am waking up around 2 or 3 a.m. Then after I just continue my life doing my readings, sometimes reciting Quran, having classes with my students. As I am one of the principals of this school, I got duties in the school, and after that I got classes. Sometimes I'm reading art together with my students. And in the evening, as I told you before, in the evening we have sport classes. Generally, one of the last activities that I do in the evening. Sometimes I go home after sports, but sometimes I stay in the dorm of the school. So we have a kind of party in the evening, like eating together, playing instruments together, singing together. This is like just one of my days in the weekdays. Okay, next question. What do you enjoy most about being a Muslim?
That's a great question, by the way. Being a Muslim for me is quite a blessing, to be honest. You know, it's because no matter how many mistakes you make, you always have someone there to like help you. As long as you ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven. That's a beautiful thing, in my opinion, you know.
Also, is a similar thing in Christianity, right? So
I think so, but there you have to pay for forgiveness. While in Islam, all you have to do is ask for forgiveness, which is beautiful when you think about it. I like the fact that there's always a God who's willing to forgive me, no matter how many mistakes I make.
You said forgiveness, right?
Yeah.
For me, the brotherhood, I think, because you know, I know a little bit about. I have never been in the United States, but as far as I can see from here, if you go to jail, it is not easy to be a part of the community again. And I think in Islam, you belong to a society and you are part of it. Then after, if you need anything, if I need money, I can also ask from Bilal if I need it.
Yeah, same here, you know, vice versa.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, all Muslims are equal, and they are brothers, and it is stated in the Quran that it makes Islam so beautiful for me, because if I need anything in my lessons, in terms of money, in terms of food, in terms of clothing, anything, if I'm in the position of needing help, it's so easy, and it's also obligation for all Muslims to take care of each other.
Yeah,
this,
it's like
this sense of brotherhood.
Yeah, and it's like everyone's so sincere, you know, like it's a kind of emotional bond that you just can't replicate. Like Brother Abdullah said, like that emotional bond that comes with
I'm your
Islam.
teacher. Okay, also brother, yeah, this the same thing.
Yeah, like, because when you think about it, we are all brothers in Islam and brothers and sisters in Islam.
Yeah. Also, the fact that loneliness is a serious problem in the modern life. And in Islam, when you just accept Islam, you got like all community as your brothers and sisters. So you don't feel lonely. Well, I think it's a serious problem in today's world. Maybe you guys think the same in this way. The next question, is it hard to carry out the traditions as a Muslim?
No, not really. In fact, being a Muslim really helped me connect with my tradition more, you know, because Islam says like don't cut off your ties with your brothers and your sisters and your family members. So in a way, it helped me reconnect with my culture even more.
And when I look at the Turkish history, like the Turkish history has been molded with Islam for about 15 centuries. So the traditions are not really, there's not a big discrepancy between the traditions and the Islamic culture. So like respecting elders is a serious thing in Islam, in our culture as well. Looking after all people around you is a serious thing in both in Turkish culture and Islam. Hospitality is one of our key points in our tradition and also in Islam. So lots of things are compatible with Islam in our tradition. So we don't have a kind of serious.
As long as you live as a good Muslim, you're probably also going to live as a good Turkish citizen.
Yeah,
100%.
Why do some Muslims wear the hijab? I'm gonna just direct this question to my wife. I think we still have, as men, responsibilities in terms of hijab to cover some parts of our body, but the women's hijab seems much more like appearance. So I think it is going to be a much more convenient thing to transmit this question to my wife, and she's going to answer it. Do you have special clothing for religious holidays? Great question.
It is a great question. Well, we used to. But, you know, within time, as all old traditions do, some of them got lost in history. Some of them remain to this day, but to a small extent, you know, like not everyone continues that tradition, sadly.
In some parts of Turkey, there are still like the day before the religious holidays, there's a kind of preparation day. Parents go shops, they buy new clothing for the children, especially we like this. But for holidays, the first thing, important thing to do is to gather together with all the family members and the Muslim community. Then wear your most valuable or the clean clothes.
Yeah.
If you're a poor one, it's not a big deal. We don't have really special clothes. Maybe you remember Pakistan or some Arab countries, they have like some special clothing.
Yeah, they have really like exotic clothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the picture of it. And in Turkey, I think because of the modernity as well, we used to have these special clothes, but it's fading away. It's like one of the problems of the new modern world.
Yeah.
We are losing our traditions and values.
Also in Turkey, not in Turkey, in Islam, every Friday counts as a special holiday.
Yeah.
So we are taught that like every Friday to wear our best clothes. You know, it doesn't have to be something like culturally exotic. Just whatever we have the best at hand. You know, it can be something that's clean, something that's expensive. Just like to dress properly. You know.
Guys, it was really nice to have you all. It was a really great opportunity for me and for, I think, Bilal also.
Yeah, I loved it. I hope to see you all soon.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me.
He's a citizen of United States. I'm not. Maybe I will be visiting for my doctorate in the following years. But it was a really great opportunity to see you all. And hi.